Stop! Before you spend $800 on a new watch, I need you to listen closely. Most people buy the wrong Garmin. They buy the one with the coolest screen, or the one their friend has. Big mistake. Huge. Because right now, in 2026, Garmin has a secret war going on. They have watches that track your stress but actually increase it with complicated menus. And then, they have 3 models that are absolute hidden gems. Today, I'm not just counting down the top 6. I'm revealing which watch is a total waste of money, and the one that is the undisputed king of battery life. The list might surprise you. Let's dive in. Starting at number 1. Garmin Forerunner 265. Best overall. The Forerunner 265 is a true budget genius. From the moment I put it on, it felt like a solid watch, feeling light but sturdy enough for daily training. The AMOLED display is clear and bright, making pace checks and heart rate glances readable and easy, even in direct sunlight. You'll love/hate the Garmin training readiness metrics, using sleep and recovery data to nudge, maybe shame, smarter rest days or pushing you to do more challenging workouts. Love it or hate it, you'll check it every day. GPS was accurate, even below the giant New York City skyscrapers, which is hard to do. Heart rate tracking stayed more accurate than traditional iOS or Android watches, from recovery runs to all-out sprints. Battery life stretched close to a full week, even with daily sessions and steady notifications. It feels built for serious runners who want reliable performance without a 4-figure price tag. If you want a device that motivates you to move and rewards you afterward, the 265 delivers. Number 2. Garmin Forerunner 55 running watch. Best value. The Forerunner 55 proves you don't need a flagship budget to get good running data. I recommend it constantly to newer runners because it nails Garmin's essentials: fast, accurate GPS lock, useful daily workout suggestions, and a battery that just keeps going easily a week on a single charge, even with regular training. I took it on my first 10K training run of the season, and it reminded me how refreshing simplicity can be. No constant scrolling, no fiddly excess menus. It's basic in the best way. Under the hood, it's surprisingly capable. The heart rate monitoring is steady and consistent, the GPS tracks are clean even on densely populated urban routes, and Garmin's algorithmic pacing guidance is helpful, even if it's not perfect. The Forerunner 55 is proof that practicality and performance can live happily together without emptying your wallet. Number 3. Garmin Forerunner 970 running watch. Best for road navigation. The Forerunner 970 is a joy for a data nerd such as myself. It's also just killer for runners who want complex road maps laid out in a way that makes them easily readable and simple to follow. During my last marathon cycle, it completely redefined how I planned long runs and pacing. The navigation tools were rock solid: turn-by-turn guidance, clean maps, and lane-accurate GPS that never once drifted, even weaving through crowded city blocks. It's the kind of reliability that makes tempo runs in unfamiliar areas actually fun. Then there's pace prediction. Instead of random estimates, the 970 builds performance models from your HRV, VO2 max, and training load to forecast realistic race times. It's humbling and addictive in equal measure. Seeing your predicted splits inch closer to goal pace is its own form of motivation. Number 4. Garmin Forerunner 570 running watch. Best budget road navigation. The Forerunner 570 may be the younger sibling of the 970, but it's no knockoff. It's the overachiever who punches above its weight. When gear editor Amanda Furrer tested it, she called it the rare watch that feels good enough to wear every day and accurate enough to trust for race training months later. It slots perfectly between Garmin's entry-level and pro models, delivering serious performance without the sticker shock. Furrer notes that the lock feature while running is really appreciated when you accidentally touch your screen, and a small detail is having discard as the last menu item and making the scroll only go down so you don't mistakenly think you're hitting resume only to discard because you hit an up button. One thing she doesn't love is the organization. She said it takes forever to remember how to turn off notifications or where to find audio choices. When I have to reset, it takes way too long to find all my preferences, no alerts being the main thing. GPS performance is outstanding, fast to lock, steady on signal, and impressively consistent on tempo routes or long weekend runs. The pace guidance and adaptive workout suggestions land right in the sweet spot between helpful and obsessive, letting you train smarter without drowning in data. HR tracking is solid, and the smaller, lighter case makes it ideal for runners with petite wrists or anyone who doesn't want to feel weighed down. Number 5. Garmin Enduro 3. Best for ultra runners. I'm currently testing the Enduro 3 as part of my ultramarathon training, and it's proving to be the heavyweight champ of endurance watches. I took it out on a 34-mile road and trail run last weekend, and it barely made a dent in the battery as it is basically a solar-assisted behemoth that punches the Energizer Bunny in its drum-pounding face. Garmin claims 20-plus days in GPS mode, and based on what I've seen, that's no exaggeration. This thing is unapologetically rugged. Yes, it's bulky, but the moment you hit a long climb or shuffle through a foggy pre-dawn trail, you realize why. The thing can take a beating, be shielded by trees or skyscrapers, and keep going. The endurance metrics, climb and heat acclimation data, and recovery insights are ridiculously detailed, and honestly shocking to see for someone not used to tracking these sorts of things. Despite the size, it wears lighter than you'd think, still lighter than the Apple Watch Ultra, and the display is bright and clear in any condition. Number 6. Garmin Forerunner 965 running watch. Best upgrade. When I shifted from testing the 265 to the 965 last year, it was like going from a flip phone to a smartphone. The biggest difference between the 55, 265, and 965 is undeniably the display and maps. We're talking a massive, absurdly bright AMOLED screen that makes every single data point pop with vibrant, perfect clarity. The UI is speedy, too, finally banishing the microlag that plagued previous models. Plus, the build is a definite upgrade, a lightweight titanium bezel with finer details and design points. While the hardware is sleek, what truly upgraded my training was the sheer density of actionable, personalized metrics. This watch marches straight past simple pace and distance. Features like training readiness, deep dive HRV status, the gospel truth on your systemic stress, dedicated race widgets, and nuanced performance insights lay out what your training and habits are doing to your body. Honestly, number 1 this year was a no-brainer. The new sensor technology alone makes it the only watch you should consider if you're a serious athlete. But, if your budget is tighter, don't sleep on number 3, it's the best value deal of 2026. I've linked all 6 watches down in the description. Prices change daily, so check the current deals before you buy. If this video saved you some research time, hit that like button, it really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to stay ahead of the tech curve in 2026. I'll see you in the next one.